Yeah, hi there guys. Sorry about that, I ended up having a bit of a problem, so getting in right at the end of this draft. So yeah, here we are. Start off. Gonna have to watch this from Dota TV as well. But yeah, usual bans getting banned out at the beginning. It looked like Russian Mathematic actually banned out the Night Stalker and the Witch Doctor, so I guess they didn't want to play against that this time. But they picked up the Slardar, the Lich, the Nature's Prophet and the IO. They're definitely going for a very, very global based lineup here. The GGB, it looks like they actually called themselves GGB, great. Banned out the Tiny right at the end for this IO, but you can get the IO Sven. A lot of people like the Sven actually with Wisp. Stops him being able to be kited as much. But yeah, on the dire side they did pick up the Wyvern, the Earthshaker, the Spirit Breaker and the Juggernaut. Yeah, very good support in duo, a lot of stuns again, only when it comes to level 6, especially if you're not Wyvern, but there's a lot of stunning that can come out with the Spirit Breaker as well, with Charge and with Nether Strike and just the bashes. Earthshaker, obviously every skill can stun. And Queen of Pain going for the middle lane. It'll probably be an IO Sven mid, I would think. A Nature's Prophet off and a Slardar safe is probably the best way. With the Lich just supporting in a lane, probably the safe lane, I would think. It'll definitely be the Queen of Pain safe with the Juggernaut. No, Queen of Pain, sorry, middle lane with safe lane, Juggernaut and everything. So yeah, we'll go to the dire side here. It's GGB and it's Ironium playing the Earthshaker. It's a Trap playing the Spirit Breaker, probably going offlane, definitely going offlane. Izzy playing the Winter Wyvern. Once We're Good playing the Queen of Pain, going middle, and Joagus playing the Juggernaut. I believe that's everyone. And for the Radiant side, for Russian Mathematic, it's Fielhund playing the Sven with Tavol on the IO, definitely going middle. Toby Juan on the Nature's Prophet going the off lane. Garrison playing the Lich going middle, and Botchling playing the Slardar going safe lane. So yeah, it looks like there's going to be the contention for the bottom lane again. The Earthshaker is very, very good for this, especially once it hits the time. You just use the Fisher and block it off for 8 seconds, and there's nobody there with a blink, so it's most likely going to go to them. The top lane, they could possibly do something against it. It looks like the Earthshaker is actually going to come up here again, so he can block off. Yeah, there you are, it's blocked. So they'll get both runes. Looks like, oh no, actually Botchling is getting a rune and getting a couple of right clicks off on this Queen of Pain. So yeah, that's actually quite good for both sides. We'll just start off and the lanes will just be started. Get the last eyes up, might as well. And the Treants just come out here. Relatively ugly looking things, being chased away by this Earthshaker. They should be able to block camps actually, if he put them there. Oh no, they've already blocked the camp, so I'm guessing he thought they blocked the camp there. But Nature's Prophet just using up this clarity and using the Treants for last hitting. Not really worth it to trade against the Treants here. But I guess he doesn't want to get hit. Yeah, knocks out that clarity, it was already almost done. But I think the Nature's Prophet should do relatively well in this lane. The middle lane, it does look like the Queen of Pain really did take quite a lot of damage here. Sven and IO, very good lane, but it looks like the Winter Wyvern just wants to help out in here, but didn't manage to get himself in there. Looks like Sven, yeah, just wanting to do a little bit of damage out here. Maybe throw out the stun, seeing as the IO does have that bottle. And the Spirit Breaker managing to get these bashes off. ring of protection here on the Lich, so that's 4 armor. But with the pullbacks and everything, the Spirit Breaker probably won't be able to get that great a lane. Coming in too close to a Slardar does mean that you will take some damage, but hitting under tower as the Slardar, even with the Quelling Blade, not going to be too great. Lich just stacking here for the stack and pull. Spirit Breaker managing to pick up that bounty rune, and it also looks like the Earthshaker managed to pick up his double damage. If only he had his enchant totem right now, he'd do a lot of damage. Being able to block out this... Oh, and this could be the death of him. Oh, that was not the TP that he wanted to have happen. He TP'd to the other side. He would have made it actually if he put it himself over here or something, but I think he just panicked.
Not for you.
Bit of a shame there, but first blood there going for the Juggernaut, I believe. Earthshaker actually. But yeah, just been able to TP straight back to lane. The Earthshaker will be relatively happy with that. He did have that double damage rune set, so he'll just start stacking this up. I don't... Yeah, managing to block that off as well with trains. Ooh, wonder why I'm pausing here for a second. Somebody's lagging. I think I'm relatively okay. Sven going for the boots of speed and going for that magic stick actually. Queen of Pain has her bottle. And has the null tally. Whilst the Wisp, who is sort of bugged out, just has that bottle, probably end up going for some form of... oh wow, strange little effects happening here. But I think by now the Slardar will be doing very well on this, this lane. Ooh. He blue screened here. So yeah, just as you're watching this, I'm sorry about the delay on getting that up. I think it was probably me doing it. I had a few people coming online and showing, you know, the little Steam alerts, so I put myself as offline, but I don't think they had realised that I was still here. I'd sent a message to Grierson, but I don't think it turned up actually. So yeah, I just have to join it here in Dota TV. I don't think there's really much of a difference, but on the other hand there is the 2-minute delay on Dota TV. And I've got my own 2-minute delay on, so we will be 4 minutes behind the action, or you will be 4 minutes behind the action. Oh wow, that's a very, very strange... There's a lot of graphical bugs here in Reborn. That one's an odd one. Zeus's face just completely disappears at the moment. Sven is relatively okay. Io is just gone. Queen of Pain's okay. Slardar's alright. Lich looks okay. Spirit Breaker looks okay. It's just the Juggernaut here who's looking the worst. Looks like his mask is just... Oh wow. Unless that's how it's meant to look, is it? Wow, it actually is how it's meant to look. Ooh, that's a horrible one. Nasty. I would not be wearing that. But yeah, the treants are just being a nuisance here for this Earthshaker. Just stopping the stacks. but it does look like the lanes are going relatively well for the Radiant side, and the same for the Dire actually. Oh. Moving things about outside. Spirit Breaker not being able to pick up anything actually here. No right clicks. Oh, last hit, sorry. Nature's Prophet has been able to pick up 7 in the soft lane, but he is a ranged hero. I don't think he's actually in range of XP here. He should probably be moving a little bit further forward. Try and get some of these last hits. He's spending a lot of time using his trees to block here, but it looks like on this video, Sven just managing to get put on the right side of this. But it looks like he might go down, but he does manage to get the kill out here on this Earthshaker. And it looks like Nature's Prophet might be able to get a kill here on the Queen of Pain. 6 seconds on this. Oh, actually it might get turned around here. The Queen of Pain does have a scream ahead. The Nature's Prophet does get pushed again, and that's another kill for the Queen of Pain. The Spirit Breaker will go for a charge again and kiss the kill off on the Isle. Wow. Stun here, but just managing to get a long range fissure off. And it looks like the Spirit Breaker will be able to escape. So that was a 3 for 1. I think he died a little. Yeah, he managed to TP back in. It's very good for the side of GGB, the Dire side, managing to just bring their team fight back. Earthshaker's almost level 4, almost the same level as this Sven. But once Sven gets his level 6, he'll start doing so much more damage. But it doesn't look like the Wisp's really been able to hold them off enough at the moment. Ooh, it looks like the Queen of Pain is coming in again. Sven doesn't feel good enough to come in, but it looks like the charge is coming out here. Keep on coming, charge darkness, and he's going to get caught here, and the Queen of Pain will be able to get the kill out. Oh no, oh no! Ooh, doesn't manage to get this, but Sven is right in the middle here. Only takes really one more right click, and this is just getting broken up. It looks like the Slider coming in is able to get the kill off on this Winter Rider now. Might actually be able to get the kill off on the Spirit Breaker as well. The Wisp Ball's coming in and doing a lot of damage, but that stun was actually missed. He's still got sprint here, wanting to get that second bash, and he will do it, but he's diving very far here. Earthshaker coming back here, and it looks like the Queen of Pain will get that kill off there. So, an odd little fight there. 2 for 1, the Wisp will get caught out here. Most likely going to die. The Earthshaker managing to get that kill off. The Nature's Prophet, managing to TP away, did actually TP away properly this time as well. The charge still coming out from the Spirit Breaker, who will probably actually keep this going. The Juggernaut just saving enough mana. He doesn't have his Omni Slash yet, but if the Nature's Prophet walks any further forward, who has just done, Spirit Breaker is going to be charging in, keep on going, hopefully get a bash. There's the bash. And the kill goes into the Juggernaut, just when you need them, 17%. Although I think actually now it uses proper bash. It does look like this Queen of Pain, no. The Earthshaker always there just when you need him, getting that stun off from the fissure. So Sven just unable to get this kill off on the Queen of Pain, just being able to blink away. But still, forcing her to go back home. She already used up all of her ball charges. And Winter Rider just being caught with this amplified damage, he does not want to get anywhere near them, having minus 8 armor with this on. Start doing a lot of damage. In comes the Charge of Darkness, don't know if it's going to keep on going. The Spirit Breaker wants to keep himself going constantly. He has stopped his charge. He's now been seen by these trees. Maybe only get the last hit on a couple of them. It is only 14 gold. They're not really worth it. There is another charge available here. Maybe wanting to go for that. Oh, stun didn't come out there. And he just charged away. into the middle lane and stopped it. The ultimate did come out, the Wrath of Nature there. Everyone else relatively fine. The Juggernaut actually going for Boots of Travel first, then getting himself a drum. He's really going for a race car build on this guy. But the middle lane seems to be where all the action is happening. The Sonic Wave is up and the level 4 Scream of Pain, so the amount of burst damage that's able to come out here. Göstas might actually go down. No, the ultimate just came out there and she does have her link. The Sven just popped God Strength. But yeah, won't really be able to do too much with it. There's another Fisher just now. Could probably get a little bit of damage out here. Oh, the Sven does the damage here, and there's two. Won't be able to get this last right click off, and it looks like Sven might go down to creeps. And the Lich, don't know what he was going to do there, but not being able to get anything there. So Sven going down to creeps. Not exactly what you want. Queen of Pain really able to put the pressure in this middle lane. You have one stun with the Sven and the IO especially, and she can just blink away straight after. If you can't get her down, the Slardar will want to get his blink dagger as quick as possible. He's had a very good start. 49 and 30 on the safe lane. This Juggernaut already his BTs. Almost a drum already, and it looks like he actually might go in here. Will be able to get that Omni Slash off, and most likely being able to kill off the Slardar. The Sven, yeah, there will be a return kill out on this Winter Wyvern, but I doubt that really much else is going to happen, because you can't, there's no Sprout to block off this Spirit Breaker, and even if he did, he'd get charged. So it was a 1-for-1, but that is the Slardar, and he will lose a lot of gold from that. 239, he was almost at his blink dagger, but now he's a little bit further away than he wanted to be. They will put a push in on this bottom though. Having the treants there, almost maxed out. 16 seconds to get some more. Should just be able to do. She's almost halfway, and yeah, God Strength is popped for this. Looks like Sven will get this bottom tower. The Slardar is still 300 away from his blink dagger, but they've just evened up the tower count here. Mid lane for the bottom. You just don't want to start losing this one. This is the next one, then you just lose all control over your jungle. Same for both sides. The top tier 1 and the middle tier 1 for both sides, or the bottom and the middle. Safe in the middle. Instantly lose those. Access into your jungle comes from bottom side, and they can get in as much as they want. Top tier 1, not as much use. There's nothing really there that you can TP into. Ancients maybe, Secret Shop, but it's not as much use. But it looks like they're just going to go for this push. Maybe going to deny off this tower. Possibly would have been worth it there, just to try and go for that, but didn't really decide to. Net worth wise, we have the Juggernaut being top here at the moment. Doesn't really have too much fighting stuff, but the Boots of Travel will learn to get around the map very, very quickly, and the movement speed, basically movement speed of 425 with the drums. Will be 465, and maybe actually hoping for this Omni Slash. Is a very short one charging, and I think he might be a little bit too far. Hoping for the bash, and he managed to get it. Second bash just when he needed. It's the only one that could go through Magic Immunity. Very lucky there. So yeah, just managing to push himself a little bit too far forward there. Slardar did manage to pick up his blink dagger and already have 750. Looking at the net worth, GGB do have. Oh, that did actually push the net worth quite a lot in their favour. Not properly in their favour, it's still 2.5k in favour of GGB, but it's definitely a pullback. Same with XP, and it looks like NP wants to come in here, but Juggernaut will just BT back into lane because he can. And yeah, it's not worth it chasing these trains because trains really don't give you that much gold compared to lane creeps. Only 48 for a lane creep. You only get 14 or 16 for one of them. But Lich just managing to kill off the Queen of Pain in the bottom lane. The ultimate was not actually used. It might have just been right click, but the Queen of Pain looks like she's actually almost. Oh wow, Nature's Prophet here in the off lane. But it looks like the Queen of Pain is going for that Orchid. Slardar picked up the Ogre Club. He is probably going to go for the Jubilee. Almost got him the Juggernaut, managing to throw out the Army Slash. And there's no first hit dash here, but it looks like Ogre is definitely where he's meant to be. Throwing out the ultimate, but he will get rocked by this. Just perfectly timed on that stun from Sven, managing to save off the IO from being hit by that Fisher. So that's the first use of the Blink Dagger, but he actually went down there. It could have been perfect, but didn't manage to get that. Queen of Pain wasn't there either. So yeah, very good thought, but not been able to get that. 14, just under 15 minutes for that Blink Dagger is very good, especially on the support Earthshaker, but he's been part of a lot of kills, or 4 at least. Lich has got a 2-0 at the moment. Slaughter almost has level 11, 15 armor reduction there. Might actually start wanting to go into bash though, 25% on that bash, especially when the Juggernaut can just spin and TP out. You might want to get some form of there is the Aegon coming out from the Wyvern, and it looks like our back end here actually Juggernaut popping those boots, but that's him going, and the Lich might end up going down to this. The Earthshaker actually pulling out and blinking on the good old Fisher, managing to save off this Rare Breaker. Might want to go for the Lich here, managing to kill off on the Lich. Sven is exactly where he doesn't want to be. The blinking from the Earthshaker coming in. He has another Fisher here, not being able to hit anything, but it is just a zone out, meaning it's 3 for 1 here. TP in coming in from the Wisp. Actually might want to go in for this again. They have a blink. They might be able to blink in, or just managing to miss the Wyvern. Although actually managing to get the stun out, the Winter Wyvern will go down once this comes out. Just managing to keep the time going for this Sven. So in the end that was still a 3 for 2. We didn't see much of that because of just the way the fight went, but this does allow them to go for a good push down in this bottom lane. 17 seconds on the God Strength, but I think they'll just try and go without, especially with overcharge. Oh no, no blinking. So you just trying to stop out the lane. I wonder if you will pop it. You probably won't pop it for this, there's no point. Just being able to get the kill and the Nature's Prophet being able to pick that up. Queen of Pain does have her Orc in 11s now, but it looks like they're just going to TP back. And it looks like, yes, the Omni Slash came out, got the last part of that, but it looks like Nature's Prophet might actually be caught here, and the Wisp comes in, will manage to get a kill off on them. The Juggernaut will spin TP out here, but they did manage to get another kill there for these poor Lich. Really managed to make it work here with their global lineup, being able to get the kills afterwards, but just leaving the Sven up there to start farming out. The Wisp just went back down. Doesn't have a TP at all, so he might want to get back as quick as he can, unless he's expecting somebody to come back here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, it looks like the top tower might actually get taken down. The Sven actually wants to get out of it, and the stun comes out of his Berserker. Imagine they might have stuns, but it doesn't really matter. A lot of damage, and out comes the God Strength here. There isn't an Omni Slash, so he might just want to come in here. The Summons does come out, but perfectly timed on the Omni Slash, and it does look like the Slardar will go down. There is a Stormhammer, but the Juggernaut here, not very well placed for that to happen. It looks like this one will go down as well. Lich, the amount of chase that they have, especially with points and being able to get in here, that's 3 for nothing. Not even having to use the Omni Slash, it's always on cooldown. The ultimate from the Winter Wyvern, they need to go through anything there, and the Blink Dagger for the Earthshaker, the amount of stuns that you have, possibly going for a 4-staff next to even increase further the amount of movement that they have. The Juggernaut just being able to TP all over the place. There's a few TPs coming out from the Nature's Prophet, maybe actually thinking something would happen here, but the Nature's Prophet actually being found out in this offlane. The Spirit Breaker will probably take him down. Actually, no, he's being trapped in here. Spirit Breaker does have charge out, but if this bash comes out again, he is going to go down by the right clicks of either the Just Perfect or the Trains. So, still managing to get these kills on and off. 1700 there for just 2 kills. The Earthshaker and the Spirit Breaker. It will probably pull them back once this starts updating. But they are still at 3.2k. 4k in XP. Looks like the Deso actually, for the Nature's Prophet, really wanted to go for this split pushing build. The Slugger most definitely is going for a BKB. But Networth is still up for the Juggernaut, who just managed to kill the Lich. Didn't manage to catch that. There was a use of the Omni Slash. Picked himself up with Sajin Yasha. Just going for this full-on race car build. With the Empowering Haste, moving at 514, without it 490. Almost max. Not too much else that he could get here to increase that. To be honest, it would just be a Yule Scepter, which probably isn't exactly what the Juggernaut wants to get.
I'll take that as
but it would be quite funny. There's an Invis Spirit Breaker here. Looks like they might want to go on here, but there is 4 heroes, and the only one nearby is a Winter Wyvern. So I doubt that this Spirit Breaker wants to really do anything. He's being told. He's just finding out where they are. They have a smoke here, but he's not going to go for it. Just using a TP scroll to get down here, so he does have that teleportation whenever he wants. Wisp is actually going for the mechanism. Very good, because it heals you for the full amount, and then heals the other person for that amount, and then twice as much as you have been healed. So it's pretty much a 4 times mech, I believe. Anyone... yeah. 1.5 times, it's about 3 times mech. Which is huge. The amount of health there from the mech, there's 750 health, which the Juggernaut actually is in here. I don't think he wants to go in, but with the Desolator here you will have enough. Minus 17 there, so this will just be picks this up. They use another smoke here to take themselves out, but they just did not notice that at all. Especially with the Slardar managing to have minus 15 and the minus 8, I believe, coming out from the Desolator now. Minus 7. So it looks like they might want to go for a smoke at some point soon. No. Nobody going for anything here. The Spirit Breaker picking up what looks like a Dagon? No. No, he's going to pick up a Necro. Interesting for a Spirit Breaker. Maybe I wanted to have enough, like, something to push back with. Slardar probably doesn't want to go in here, just blinking back. Doesn't cost him anything for sprint, does manage to force out the Fisher. 170, still doesn't have that much mana, but does have the Soul Ring, so really whenever he wants to, he can use that. I think there is something around here, telling them exactly where they are, I believe. Looks like they do want to force out this tier 1 in middle. Both other lanes are being pushed though, so maybe Nature Prophet will want TP to one of the other lanes. Just pull back. They don't need to force out this middle tier 1 tower. They can just be pushed. The Lich is going to be the mech carrier for the Radiant side. Might want to stay alive for this lane. He is TPing in middle, so maybe just wanting to nuke out this lane. Probably worth it for him, just to get these last hits, maybe be able to get up that final thing. But they now know where all of these wards are. There is an observer on this other side, and they didn't manage to catch it, so they know where they are this whole time. Very well placed observer ward. Sort of on the opposite end. You expect the enemy's wards to be on this side, so just with one they should be able to get two. The Lich does have those 2 sentry wards, so probably just going to put that on, and we'll get the second sentry actually. If they want to move forward, yeah, they get that sentry ward as well. I don't think the sentry actually gives anything, no. But our observer ward going down for just a sentry. We all know it's been taken, but just a sentry, it's not worth it. Juggernaut picking up the Demon Edge. I wonder if he's going to go for the MKB. It's nothing really, nobody really that would be getting any form of evasion here, but it looks like Juggernaut doesn't actually get this off, but does get a stun. Doesn't get started, will go down here. Oh no, actually. No, I believe that was the first use of the BKB as well. Magic piercing BKB there.
Radiant's top tower is under
Didn't
attack.
manage to get anything for that. That's quite a big swing. Just for that one kill. Slugger blinking in, taking the glory for that. He has a BKB and didn't actually pop it for that one. So there's a blink dagger now for this Nature Prophet. He's definitely going for the split pushy build. And yeah, Spirit Breaker picking up the Necro. Necro book, relatively good. There's no one really that's going to go for Invis. He is charging this Nature's Prophet now, and the problem with the split pushing though is you do not have too much to really... he will get killed here. Necro will call Warrior, being able to kill him off. Spirit Breaker is caught here, but it's only another 3 seconds until he gets his stun. His charge. And we'll be able to get this, and wonder if there's enough bashes, and yes, there was enough. 25% normal attack speed. Been able to get the kill off on the other end. Net worth graph is starting to go back actually in Russian Mathematic's favour. And it should just keep on going that way. Been able to keep these off. They already have cleared out all the towers on this side. It's only middle lane that they can go, but once they win a fight they should just be able to parade the whole way down middle. It's the main thing. On the other hand, both sides, if they get a good team fight, that's what they want. Russian Mathematic have been able to get these kills because someone's tried for a pick-off, and because of the amount of global presence that they have, the IO and Sven can be in whenever they want. The Nature's Prophet can be there as well. So whenever it happens, they can be there. Force Staff is going to be coming out for the Winter Wyvern, who's got another Invis room. And it looks like Juggernaut might actually run into this here. If he gets caught out here, no he won't. Has 2200, he might be going for the Daedalus or possibly the MKB. MKB is probably a good idea, but minus 15, he's already at minus 2 on. Actually popped the BKB there. Not what you wanted to have happen, is 2 deaths. Looks like this. Oh no, the IO not going down, and the Sven managing to TP out. The IO probably TPing out. That's no chance was that going to happen. So yeah, that's a 3 for nothing. Graphs will go right back down in their favour again. Just getting caught out. Once the team fight actually happens, that's when GGB really push it forward. They've got so much lockdown, so much chase, but it's just when it ends up being a bit of a messy team fight or someone trying to go for a pick-off, that's when Russian Mathematic are definitely in their own. But in comes 2 heroes here for And it looks like the Spirit Breaker will be able to get in here. He will get that. He does have his ultimate. He does think the Nature Prophet will go down, but Slardar been able to get these bashes off. And out comes that. The Spirit Breaker will go down as well. And that's still a 2-for-1 trade. Going for these one-person pickoffs is not what they should be doing. The 5-manning down the lane is where they get it the most. The Earthshaker being able to do as much damage as he can when there's more people there. They have the ability to do pickoffs, but just the TPs being able to come in, the amount of damage that they can put out just so quickly. And that's 2100 on this Slardar, and it is the MKB for the Juggernaut. Probably just wanting to stop people getting any form of evasion. There's no one on here that really would want to get evasion. This Sven tends to get just crit, and he's actually going for the AC. So more and more attack speed. Like if the Slardar just wants to get more attack speed in, because then the bashes can come out. Them piercing spell immunity is exactly what you want, especially when they're trying to TP away. But Sven will start looking scary, and once it comes into the late game, the Juggernaut, who has gone relatively great crit focused, he hasn't gone for the Aghanim Scepter or anything like that, he should be able to hold up relatively well, but in the late game it's the Wisp and the Nature's Prophet who has gone for that split pushy build, and there's a charge coming out here. Roche isn't back up. They didn't manage to use the Aegis out, but it just gave them that little push that they needed. And a Medallion of Courage actually coming out for the Nature's Prophet. Not going full split push build, actually just going for total minus armor. Especially with this Slardar, they should just be able to burst anyone that they want. And it looks like they're just going to go for this middle lane push. An Aghanim Scepter actually might be very good idea for this Nature's Prophet, being able to get the extra pushing out on the lanes, lure more people, but the only other problem with that is if you start making treants in lane, the Echo Slam will do a lot more damage, and we saw how much damage it did at the bottom there. But it looks like there's a smoke actually out for GGB. The Roshan is up in 10 seconds. If they stay nearby the pit, then they'll see him, but it doesn't look like they're going to keep it going. Probably hoping to manage to pick up that Roche, but he's just up now. So I guess they'll try and find a pick off. They might be able to get this Lich in the lane. Yeah, they blink out and he will go down here, but they now know that that was it. Managing to just pick up a Lich. Oh wow! In comes the Juggernaut, not being able to get picked off there. The relocate was used by the Wisp. So they go back up to this top lane, and they will not want to do anything here, and they will go back in for the Roshan. Oh, I don't think he saw that. TP'd away as well, the Spirit Breaker going in, and a blink comes in from the Earthshaker, so they do know that this is on. And a pause comes out again. Queen of Pain is on the top lane, going for that Aghanim Scepter, is 220 away. Possibly not wanting to do anything here against this Sven and IO combination. The amount of lockdown, they'll be able to take her out quite quickly, I would think. She did just pop an Invis rune though, so she will be able to wait for someone else to TP in with her, and if they get a TP in from the Earthshaker or the Juggernaut, I think the Juggernaut will want to stay here, especially since he will be able to pop off his Healing Ward. That should allow him to just continuously keep on to this Roshan. The amount of damage that he's already doing with that Monkey King bar, 35% mini bash damage as well, should go down quite quickly. They don't have any minus armor, so it will be slower than usual. It was definitely slower than Russian Mathematic were able to take it, but it is looking like they might want to stay for this one. The Earthshaker, I think the Earthshaker's best bet is going up top. You, with the Queen of Pain especially, that's 555 damage. You know they've just used the relocate. The Nature's Prophet did just TP back, you know that, you saw him on the other side, so he's only 5 seconds away. And the ulti was just used. So about this time you could do 300 damage, 555, and get the burst out. That should be enough to kill off the Wisp. And you're left with the Sven. So once you have that Earthshaker coming in, the amount of stun and damage out that's coming here, you should be able to kill off the Sven and Io. And if you have two people TP in, then both of them would definitely do it. Although the Omni Slash is down. But we'll see if they want to just keep on going for this Roshan, or if they're going to take somebody up there. They're not going to take anybody up there. The Queen of Pain is just going to be about, but they know that TP's out. The Isle, maybe it would have been a good time for them to actually go for this. But they know the Roshan is being attempted. The Slardar is here. They're going to need to go in relatively quick here. That is the kill here. Oh, very preempted Echo Slam there. Maybe thinking that the jump wasn't on. 3-man hit there, but they can now take out this Roshan. They know it's low, they know they don't want to do anything here. The amount of minus armor they should have. Earthshaker does have another Fisher in a second, but he might not want to do this. They haven't got he just should go down. Oh wow, and Earthshaker actually force-staffed himself in there. Not been able to do anything there. It was a very good jump in to pick off the Winter Wyverns. There was no ultimate coming out from the Winter Wyvern that early. So yeah, managing to pick up the Aegis on that Sven. You do usually want to save the God Strength for the second one in case, unless you can get powers or something like that with the first. Anybody with a transformation power or something like that, something that ends on death, you usually want to leave that, and that was a little bit of a janky ambient effect. Well, they're all back up here. The Winter Wyvern does have Witcher's Cross up, and hasn't been leveling up. Very interesting. The Charge of Darkness comes out here on the road. Looks like Russian is moving in here, and the Wisp is being killed off. Not that hard time, but it does look like the Bash comes out from the Bash. Oddly enough, that was skilled. The Slayer is going to go down here. The Sven did pop his ultimate. He will come back after this. Earthshaker does have a stun in he used it a little bit too early. Probably won't be able to run away too far here, and if the Queen of Pain chases for too long, there is always the Stormhammer that can come out again. 2.8k gold, but that is a 4 for 3 on that side. Use of the Aegis there as well. But after that pause, we'll see how the graphs go again. Still about 2.5k in favour of them. Sven was the only one to survive there, but with 3k gold, he should be able to pick himself up some form of crit. Or if he actually wants to go for it, go for some lifesteal. Queen Pain does have her Agnum Scepter now. 555 damage, and it's on a 40-second cooldown, which is probably the biggest thing. The amount of damage doesn't really matter. Lich's Chain Frost did quite a bit of damage in that last one, I think. And Nature's Prophet has another 1.2k gold. I don't know what he's going to go for, but I guess we'll see. And Slardar actually picking up. Oh wow, he should be able to chase him down here, even if he does have that blink there. In comes the Wisp and the Sven. Sven not being able to get anything here. Doesn't have a blink there. Has a lot of movement speed, but they're just going to end up going back where they came from, which is the middle lane. So they did get that one kill off on the Nature's Prophet. Charge of Darkness coming out here on the Lich. Yes, this should be a kill. Oh, maybe not actually. Incoming the ultimate. And that will be a kill off them. Oh wow. That's coming out here. Maybe being able to get a bash off. 1 second. No. Not being able to get that bash off. So they got the counter kill at least on this Winter Wyvern. They thought they would be able to go in for the Lich here, but it's 30-second attacks, or 20 attacks slow, sorry. 30% movement slow, it's 30 attacks slow. It would be really annoying, that Spirit Breaker. bringing him up to like 1.3 seconds every attack, so instantly he wasn't able to get a bash with the first two, not able to do enough damage. Lots of spread damage, but not able to burst anyone down, especially when they start getting a little bit tankier. Lich, not tanky at all yet. 967 at 36 minutes, that's not really going to save you from much. And Juggernaut picking up an Eagle Song here. Sven actually picked up a BKB instead of more damage. BKB is very good. I guess you don't get stunned, you don't take a lot of this damage, especially against the Ice Shaper. None of these go through Magic Immunity. So if you're quick enough on that BKB, no stuns, none of these go. That does actually go through Magic Immunity. Another strike. The Greater Bash also goes through, and it looks like the Nature's Prophet's going to get cut here, especially with Pain coming in. Oh, actually, he's on his charge lines. BKB coming out from the side, managing to kill off the Spell Ranger, but they managed to get themselves away quick enough here. Queen of Pain still taking a lot of damage from this top end, but yeah. So it really is the fact that they're able to really pressure when they come back. It's the BKB coming out from the Sven, just not taking any damage from that, from any of the stuns. And with the smoke, might be able to come up and pick off this Earthshaker. They now know that he's there, and they don't know that they will be able to get him. She won't be able to use her ultimate. So they might want to push for this tier 2 actually, or they're just going to hit back. Winter Wyvern does not have a buyback, and Slayer does have his Heavenly Halberd this time, so the fact that the Juggernaut is going for a right click build, when he comes in he should get Halberded off. That isn't going to do absolutely nothing, just hitting the tip. Grierson did get hit by that actually, but just being able to take out this tower very, very quickly. They're just going to pull back, take out this bottom lane. Juggernaut just being able to TP away in time. Still haven't been able to get this tier 2 down the bottom, but it's once the split pushing really comes into effect from the Nature's Prophet, once we see what item he's actually going to go for next. And there is actually a butterfly that just popped out for the Juggernaut, and a little bit of a TP faux pas from the Queen of Pain. It is only a 6-second cooldown, yes, so you're fine with that. Another bottle out, another Invis rune in bottle, but she does actually now only have a 5 second BKB, so very short duration. Ooh, maybe they thought somebody was going to be there. The Slaughter managing to sprint away, get away in time. That is a wasted smoke there, some wasted time from everyone. There is a charge coming out here, but it's only on the creep wave. Wanted to push these lanes back. And a headdress coming out, actually, after the Necro 3, possibly going for the pipe. Maybe the Vladimir's actually, he does seem to be going for an aura based. Earthshaker not really gonna wait for long enough. MP is being found out here. This Queen of Pain able to jump in here on the Nature's Prophet and just burst him down.
Pain is the best.
Using everything there. Orchids, the Sonic Wave and the Scream of Pain just doesn't have enough really to be able to keep himself on this split pushing build. You do usually want to get some use, but actually the Lich is going to get caught out here by the Charge Darkness. The ultimate comes out, but actually in here comes the stun, and that will kill off the Lich. Yeah, managing to get a kill off actually. Dagger would be perfect for this, but actually managing to get the stun off on this Juggernaut, and not being able to do anything with that. Actually push pushing in lots and lots and lots of damage here. It looks like the Sven actually might go down. The amount of lockdown is here. Damage for days, but just not been able to keep that going. There's two of them, and the IO probably will go down. The fact that the blink is still there.
That's a twofer.
And yeah, King Bar, and that was a 5 for 2. Guess we'll see the fight recap. The Nature's Prophet did go down beforehand, but that was really a 5 for 2. 2.8k gold change, and they'll just go for this middle tower. Really, it's been in favour of GGB the whole time, but it has been snaking back up every now and then. XP just going straight down after that one. Managed to get this tier 2 tower very, very quickly. Juggernaut just almost level 25 actually, with 25k gold. Wonder what he's going to go for next. Possibly some form of sustain, I would think, but just pushing in on this tower. Nobody really wants to go back for this. Oh wow, the blink going in against this Legend. The Legend will go down here. And so will the Nature's Prophet. They needed to buy back for this. Yeah, barracks will go down. First set of barracks for 42 minutes. Oh wow, blink coming in, BKB coming out for this slaughter. Don't think he's going to have enough movement speed. The blink down will come out in 5. Oh, first hit. But he might go down there. He is 80 seconds for that. Oh, Nature's Prophet going down again. Sven going down. And the Juggernaut just did come out from the slaughter. Possibly going to this Juggernaut. Managed to get them 2 great big hits. The Winter Wyvern still being able to fly off those trees, but they'll get taken down very, very quickly. That's a triple kill for that Sven. 5k gold. He will be going for... No, he's going for MKB. Dealing with that. So they did get that middle lane of Rax, but they lost quite a lot of gold for it, although that was 2 buybacks. Nobody died on that one, which was good. And they could actually transition this into a Roshan if he can find him. So he'll be able to pop that very quickly, and that'll be a 20 armor reduction. Once this comes in here as well, if he ends up coming here, Nature's Prophet should be able to blink in as well. And the amount of links on here, 4 to minus 22. Minus 20, 7, and 3. I believe that's actually the maximum minus that you can have. Sven will be able to just take this one down nice and Aegis. Next time he won't be able to die. The Aegis might have actually been like going on a Slardar or something like that, especially seeing as he did just use his buyback. And next time he dies, that is him gone. Queen of Pain just blinking away into odd positions again. We did catch that, don't worry. 2.6k gold, maybe going for sheep stick at some point. But Sven just taking the enemy ancients. 2k gold again after his Monkey King Bar came out. The Nature's Prophet, we still don't know what he's going to go for. 2.8k gold, he might also go for the sheep stick. But the Queen of Pain got another Invis rune, and if she catches this Nature's Prophet, there will be another death for him. Too much burst damage. She just does a little bit too much at the moment.
For the dead.
Lich has picked himself up a Ghost Scepter. Sorry about that. But Queen of Pain will pick off this Nature's Prophet again. There is a charge coming out here. Queen of Pain, 2.1k gold. She actually went for an AC, so she's going more right click build for the Queen of Pain. Nature's Prophet just not really doing enough, I don't think, at the moment. He should come into his own when the game gets a little bit later, or even later, because of the fact that you can never really 5-man push down one way, especially when your tier 2s are down. Once he starts getting some more attack damage and pushing capability, like if he manages to pick himself up a Necro book himself, he should be able to just TP into a tower, pull up some treants, and then just take it down. You can go through backdoor regen, especially as a Nature's Prophet, once you start getting that right click up. And once you have those Necronomicon units, the amount of attack speed that you get from the Necronomicon units and the amount of damage that they actually do is definitely worth it. Hopefully they end up doing something with this Aegis. They're going to push down the top tier 2. Slardar just keeping himself away. That was actually a cheese Aegis as well. Slardar picking up the cheese. It's probably good for him to get that. And we'll see what the Sven goes for next, actually. He has that SMI. You might want to remove that at some point soon for some form of crit. He could also just take the power treads away. But it looks like the Juggernaut is actually going to go for the Abyssal Blade. He picked himself up Skullbasher. Should go for the Abyssal Blade. It's very good lockdown, especially when someone's in BKB. You can lock down the Slardar from attacking very quickly. The only problem is the amount of burst damage that they have, especially when the Sven is in God Strength. That's 200% damage on top of, so he will be doing somewhere near about 500 damage per right click, and it looks, yeah, very good pickup there from the Nature's Prophet, the Shadow Blade. Now they'll just need to bring detection with them, and that is a point that they will not want to keep on doing. That's the one that you usually want to pick up first when you're doing a split pushing Nature's Prophet, just because of the fact that they cannot attack you anymore.
With me.
Or unless they have to bring vision, and the fact that they have to bring vision and spend vision on killing you really takes away from the amount of gold that they end up making from killing you. Having to always keep that dust and those sentry wards around. You can just... I mean, it doesn't help too much against the Spirit Breaker. Sorry. Because the Spirit Breaker does get to keep vision on you with that charge. Even when you're in invis. So it's very good against Broodmother. But it also does give that right click damage that he does sorely want if he's wanting to push. The Medallion of Courage was a bit of an odd choice. It does make you go into more of a fighting orientated Nature's Prophet, because you cannot use Medallion on the towers. But it looks like Queen of Pain, their team is actually almost at 25. 25 on Queen of Pain, and nearing top level on both of their carries. Top level actually on both. So from here on out, there's not too much that they can do. Like, there's still item slots, but their XP, I mean, team net worth, they've just gone straight the way down because of those barracks. That big old middle lane fight where they bought back and the barracks were taken out. Huge decrease, 10,000 about, but the XP earned, it's just a wave. XP earned there went all the way down as well, but now it should start climbing up again because they can't get any more, and they're getting all the majority of the farm. But on the other hand, the others really don't need it anymore. Level 16 just picked up level 3 on that Echo Slam, so now it's just for the points. But having a look at, where's the hero level one there? Yeah, 2 level 25s, but yeah, it's when it comes down to it, the experience can start playing a point. The amount of health that the Queen has. She also picked up Boost of Travel, so wanting to really counterplay against this Nature's Prophet when it starts getting into the really, really late game.
Worthy
Courier here, odd looking thing. Is it Warbler and Snicked? Oh, that was one of the... Which one was that? Is that the new Compendium Courier?
Invisibility.
I think so. It's the one with the sort of what is that? The chicken with the snake in the tail. It's a rooster actually, but it's a chicken. Picked up a blade mail actually. He has enough health, so it could actually play definitely in his favour. And it looks like this one has picked up a Reaver, and that might go into Satanic. I think it'd be definitely a good choice for him to go into Satanic. Here, I actually think that some form of silence here, or instantaneous stun on this Queen of Pain, she already has 5k. But Slardar's really just going for a fighting build. Charge is going up top, but that's really just onto a lane again, trying to keep these lanes pushed back. The middle lane is just going to keep on getting pushed by this Nature's Prophet. Does a fair bit on this right click, but he'll want to spawn some treants just now because he will start taking damage from these groups.
Roots and run.
And looks like the other part of the team is going to go for this bottom lane. 3-hit take out a wave for this Sven. We'll find out very soon how soon Roche is going to be up. They've already taken out the Ancients. Looks like the charge is actually coming out middle lane. This Nature's Prophet, he will go down again. He's still not strong enough, and they didn't manage to be able to kill him. And Sven will be able to take out both of those Necronomicon 3s. So yeah, Nature's Prophet just surviving long enough. I thought that the Necro 3s would have actually taken him out, but it looks like they've picked up the Heart to Risk on the Sven. Just going for more of that health. I do think that the Satanic would have been a good idea, having some form of lifesteal, because he's oftentimes in the middle of the fight just right-clicking away, and the amount of damage that he has and the amount of damage that they will be doing with all of this minus armor, I think that it would actually be worth it. Bane did blink up here and she can see them, but there's too many of them there, and they don't want to bother with her. So the Spirit Breaker did manage to pick up his Solar Crest. They're very, very good against this thing. I believe if you use it on him and then use Black King Bar, it takes off, but if you use BKB and then pop the Solar Crest on him, it does actually go through the magic immunity. So it's going to be 2 minutes respawn on this Roche, just 2/3 of how long it can be. The illusion here will time out before that comes up, so they still won't know. The Juggernaut does have his invisibility. He did pop that invisibility. Triple kill. It is the dieback on the Slardar, which is a bit of a shame, but 3 for 2 there, especially at this point, that is a huge decrease. 4,000 gold. We'll put a bit of a dent on there, but the other fact is that they will then need to buy back, because they will push for this bottom lane, and the only ones left are Earthshaker and Winter Wyvern. There is no Wisp, but Nature's Prophet. Oh, Earthshaker is here. I wonder if he's going to go in. Oh, he drops something. Yeah, picks himself up a Moon Shard and just eats it. Yeah, so he'll go in here. I would think that they would want to actually try and push these buybacks, go for this tier 3 tower, but they're just leaving it. They got the pickoffs. Possibly not the best idea, I don't think. They really could have pushed out and got these buybacks. But no, deciding against it. And the Earthshaker actually picking up the Heaven's Halberd now as well. Very good against this Sven. Sven is mostly the main amount of damage that's happening, but on the other hand, the Slardar can do quite a fair bit himself if left unchecked. He'll want to get himself some form of attack speed at some point anyway. But yeah, now the Roche is up. The Winter Wyvern will be popping that one, but doesn't know yet it's there. And it looks like Sven actually is going to keep that going. How is he doing bashes? Oh, he has that. What damage that he's doing there. No, it's being done. The Nature's Prophet picks that up, and actually, cheese on the Wisp is a very, very good idea. 2,500, that actually does about 3.75k in healing to somebody, which is pretty much the whole of Sven's life if you don't die first. Wonder what the Wisp will actually want to go for next. He already has the Guardian Greaves. Sven picking up those Boots of Travel. We'll want to get rid of that Sanjin Yasha at some point soon. I would definitely say either some form of extra damage as a crit would be great, or some lifesteal. I would have probably preferred lifesteal rather than the Heart Trask. You do regen quite a lot outside of combat, but the problem is the amount of damage that's been done in combat. Shaker really not taking as much damage as actually being done by the Winter Wyvern, who is going to make the Sven kill off his Queen of Pain. Oh, wow. Actually blocking them off, and they might get a bash here, and they get the bash out on this Juggernaut. The Juggernaut goes down. That is a 2 for 1. The Juggernaut going down, he does have buyback. The Juggernaut going down is the main one there, 821 to 512. They did get the 2 kills, but it's the Juggernaut going down, it's the big thing. They should be able to force this. It is at still the Wisp. The Wisp doesn't have buyback. 453 needed for this buyback. The Queen of Pain is about halfway on mana. 13 seconds on her BKB. The Slugger will want to go in here, and Sven might want to get that out of here. He's actually going to go down before he even gets off his charge. No, not being able to do enough damage before it comes out. And he might actually go down here, and he does. The ultimate coming out there, and the goes down again inside of base. It's a little bit too much to push in. The Nature's Prophet doesn't have buyback. 630, so he'll be out for 80 seconds. So they can push out these things. Maybe a little bit too much to go in there. The Earthshaker managing to block them both out, and just not being able to get any kills off. So they are ahead in XP gain actually now, as I was saying before, because of the fact that they've been level 25 for so long.
To light and air.
55 seconds on this Nature's Prophet. They might not actually be able to do this for much longer. They need him for this this other push. There is a buyback on the Sven. The Sven does a lot of damage. So it could be fine for them. The Juggernaut does not have buyback. He bought back for that last one. So when he dies next, that is a long time for him. But still, it was definitely worth it. They pushed them away from that middle lane, and it doesn't look like they're going to try much anymore. The Nature's Prophet, probably not the best one to have that Aegis on. I still would have thought that the Slardar would have been better with it on him. Just because of the fact of how much he wants to be in the middle of the fight. The Nature's Prophet doesn't want to be in the middle of the fight, and once he gets caught out, the Slardar can do a lot more with the Aegis afterwards than the Nature's Prophet can. Nature's Prophet doesn't have enough escape really, especially if he's in base. He can be seen and he just doesn't have the health. But it looks like they're going middle lane here. They've smoked up. So all that they can see is him going in here. It looks actually like the Queen of Pain is going to get caught here. She is on the back end of this. The Spirit Breaker is just going to get hit, and there's going to be the attack coming out here, but the Wisp is going to get killed by Sven. Only slash comes out here, and kills off the Slardar again. The Slardar does not have buyback. The Nature's Prophet will possibly be able to BKB out. Yes, he will be able to get out there, but the Sven will also go down. 98 seconds on the Sven. Slardar also gone down, and the Lich will also go down. That is a 4 for nothing. Didn't lose the Juggernaut there either. 4 minutes still on his buyback, but that is huge. 5.8k. 4 for nothing at this point, with the Sven buying back as well. All they need is one more good fight. 6k on his Fjord actually being able to get caught here, and he got locked in by his own Nature's Prophet. And that Sven gone down. Which is the GG. He's 115 seconds down there, so very close to the end, but yeah. just managing to get that kill off, the amount of damage that was there, and I don't think Lucian really could do enough as a split push near the end. But a very, very good game actually. More than I expected from the beginning. They looked like they were going to be far more dominant during the mid-game just because of how much they were doing, but Russian Mathematic always managed to pull it back just enough, but they weren't really able to take any of the big objectives. It was always the fact that they could get the pickoffs, the global lineup, the fact that when the pickoffs happened they were able to instantly come back and just attack them again for it. So yeah, good, well done from GGB. They managed to take this 2-0 series. This is the Join Dota League, I think it's Season 8, and it's the starter divisions. This is the Swedish starter division, so on the other hand, I'm sure you'll know English, but I don't know anything of Swedish, so at some point I might do some English ones as well, but yeah. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll pop these up on YouTube, so if you're watching on YouTube you know they're on YouTube already, but if you're watching on Twitch then they will be up on YouTube at some point very soon, probably later on tonight, although maybe tomorrow, nobody knows. Yeah, there we are. So yeah, I'll catch you next time.